In a time when kingdoms were built with sweat and stone, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was strong, intelligent, and ambitious, but his mind was consumed by a single thought. If I work, I must see results immediately. If I plant a seed, I want to see it grow the next day. If I train, I want to become a warrior overnight. Why waste time if there's no guarantee of success? He mocked the farmers who toiled endlessly, waiting months for their harvest. He laughed at the blacksmith who spent years mastering his craft. He found the warriors foolish for training for battles that might never come. One evening, as Ethan sat in the village square, an old wanderer arrived. His long, tattered cloak swayed with the wind, and his staff tapped softly against the ground. His eyes, filled with wisdom, met Ethan's curious gaze. "You seem troubled, young man," the old man said. Ethan sighed. "I want success, but everything takes too long. There must be a way to get results before wasting time on hard work." The wanderer chuckled. "You are chasing shadows, Ethan. If you truly seek wisdom, come with me on a journey. But be warned, it will change everything you believe." Ethan hesitated, but deep inside, his curiosity burned brighter than his doubt. "I will go," he said. And so, his journey began. The sun burned high as they traveled for days, finally reaching a vast, unforgiving desert. The air was dry, the land cracked. There, in the middle of this wasteland, an old man stacked stones beside a tiny trickle of water. Ethan approached him. "What are you doing?" The old man pointed at the thin stream. "I am building a path for this water so that one day it will become a river and bring life to this land." Ethan laughed loudly. "That will take years, maybe even decades." The wanderer remained silent as the old man continued, placing stones one by one. Ethan shook his head. "This is a waste of time." They walked away, and the wanderer asked, "Did you learn nothing?" Ethan frowned. "All I learned is that some people are foolish enough to work without seeing results." The wanderer sighed. "That man is wiser than you think, Ethan. He understands what you do not. True success is not about what happens today, but what happens over time." Ethan remained silent. After weeks of travel, they arrived at a raging river. A half-built bridge and stretched across it, abandoned. A group of tired workers sat nearby, staring at the unfinished structure. "We worked for a year, and the bridge collapsed twice," one man said. "There is no point in trying again." The wanderer turned to Ethan. "Would you finish this bridge?" Ethan scoffed. "Why would I? If it already failed, it will fail again." The wanderer smiled. "And yet, bridges exist all over the world. Do you think they were built without failure?" Ethan paused, but said nothing. "Their journey led them to a great kingdom, where a grand tournament was being held. Warriors fought with swords, axes, and bows, battling for gold and glory. But in the farthest corner of the arena, a lone warrior trained in silence, practicing the same movement over and over." Ethan approached him. "Why are you not competing?" The warrior replied, "I do not train for gold. I train because I wish to be the best." Ethan frowned. "But if you don't win anything, what is the point?" The warrior smiled. "If I focus only on rewards, I will stop once I get them. But if I focus on improving every day, I will never stop growing." For the first time, Ethan had no answer. One evening, they saw the smoke rising. In the distance, a village was on fire. People ran in chaos, shouting. Some clutched their gold, others grabbed their possessions. Then Ethan saw one man run straight into the flames, not for riches, but to save an old woman trapped inside a burning house. Ethan watched in shock as the flames roared. Moments later, the man emerged, burned but alive, carrying the woman. The villagers cheered, but Ethan rushed to the man. "Why did you do that? You could have died." The man smiled weakly. If I had focused on the risk, I would have hesitated, but I focused on what needed to be done. At that moment, something inside Ethan shifted. At last, they reached their final destination, a towering mountain where an ancient king awaited them. The king looked at Ethan. "What have you learned?" Ethan took a deep breath. "I have learned that if I focus only on results, I will never take the first step. I will be afraid of failure. I will give up too soon." The king nodded. "And what will you do now?" The king smiled. "Then you are ready." Ethan, the boy who once chased results, had now become a man who understood the power of the journey.